What is going on, everybody? How's everyone today? I feel like this is a little loud. At least it is in my ear, so I'm going to turn that down just a smidge. At least for me. What's going on? There's a talking coffee. Holy crap. Terrific Jabril, Tiny Kodiak, Brockman, Lester, what is going on? Funny story today. Dixon! So at work, I had to interact with somebody or interview somebody named Gabriel, and I totally walked in the room and called him Jabril. Not even thinking about it. And he looked at me so confused. He's like, that's not how it's pronounced. I'm like, oh no, I'm fully aware. And I just rolled with it like it was a thing. Yep. Just totally did that. I was like, whatever, your name is now Jabril. So that happened, which was quite amusing to me. Actually, I do have to turn this back up because I can't hear myself as well. There you go. Turn the music down just a smidge. But what is going on, everybody? Little different vibe today. We're gonna play Power Washer Simulator. A little kind of like low-key, chill, cozy, relaxing vibes. Because I just felt like it. And why not? Why not? Cecil, what's going on? Oh yeah, that's how you know your brain is cooked. Yeah. 100%. 100%. I realized I didn't turn my lights on behind me. Come on, turn on. I love these lights, but the app takes way too long to verify that they actually turned on. There we go. We have light. Cool. Good times, good times. Good times had by all. All right. So, thank you for the dehydrate. That is the wrong bottle. Got my little electrolytes. Two hydrates, thank you. Good God. Thank you, Lester. Preferably not when I'm drinking, but thank you.
Coffee.
Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Coffee.
And I have coffee. Thank you. And the hydrate. All right. I'm going to have to time or put a time limit on those so that you all can't just keep hitting me with them incessantly. Anyway. No, I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. Anyway. So, friendly reminder, that corner, little dono, please. Even if it's $1, even if it's a penny, be greatly appreciated. No, don't feel like you have to donate, but if you do feel it in your heart that you would like to donate to a very good cause, the 100th Bomb Group Foundation, to help them expand with their Courage of the Skies campaign, where they're expanding, more than doubling the space of the 8th Air Force Museum in Savannah, Georgia, to showcase the 100th Bomb Group from World War II. That'd be great. It'd be appreciated. So, running through the 4th of July, any donations in that amount down there, which reminds me, I need to figure it out. Somebody was very, very generous. In real life, actually, not even on stream, not even off stream, but in real life, somebody actually gave me $100 towards the donation. So I do have to add that to that donation. A very, very generous individual. They liked the cause, and they said, I want to give money, and I was not expecting them to have 2 zeros after a 1. I was expecting a 1. And then 2 zeros before the decimal. That was pretty impressive. So, thank you to them. I told them that I won't name them on stream. Respect for their privacy, but thank you so much. You are such a gem. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to add that to that counter. That counter down there. Yeah. Hope you went to the bathroom just before stream. Well, yeah, as any good streamer should, sir. Just so you're well prepared. And there's another hydrate. All right. I'm never going to get to the game. I'm going to be hydrating all night. Woo! Woo! Terrific. Let's go with the $5 tip. Thank you, sir. Thank you. We're now at $125. That is amazing. Thank you so much. Highly, 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 highly appreciate it. Highly appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Yeah. So let's get. There was a message. How do I see the message? How do I see messages? I don't know how to see messages. Do I go to Stream Elements? In Stream Elements, okay. I'm gonna be bluntly honest. I have zero clue. Oh, here, activity feed. To spare me the trouble of doing this 5 times, I freaking love it. Terrific. That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, and now I've learned something. I've learned how to read the messages. Kudos to me. It's a learning stream, for me anyway. That is awesome. That is awesome. Fantastic. Sweet. Cool. Yeah, I've learned. Is the music too loud? Is it not loud enough? How does it sound for y'all? Because it's kind of on the louder end for me, but I don't want to lower it too much so that y'all can't hear it. Already doing better than somebody else then. Ouch. I mean, it's true, but ouch. All right. Yeah, let me move over to the game. Let me do that. Do. Wow. Supplies. Hey, it's a different game. Screen, overlay, thing. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, we're gonna do power washing. Audio is good-ish. Music is slightly low, but I do feel like it's a decent background noise. Cool. I didn't want it to be too loud. I wanted to just kind of be like a nice, chill, background vibesy sort of music. Again, I don't know why it's so loud in my ears then. I gotta figure that out. Actually, I should be able to do this. Stand by. We're gonna do that just a smidge, and that. I can bring that up just a smidge more. All right. Is that good? Is that too low now? Still around the same? Cool, bad, good. Don't like it. Don't care either way. It would just help me if y'all told me. Just saying. For those of you playing the home game, if you do use or subscribe to Epidemic Sound, this is the electronic playlist. Just hit music genres electronic and pretty good track list. I didn't hear, sorry. Okay. Well, I adjusted it, so does it sound different? Like bad because it's not as loud in my ears and I can actually hear myself again. So, yeah. So, full disclosure, I have completed this game previously. I'm just starting over. Well, new run through, I guess you could say. With all the fun tools and added things, because I already have them. It just happens. But, yeah, we'll start that. So, actually, there is one map I wanted to do, or one level in the bonus jobs that I started yesterday. I'm going to restart it because it looks like a lot of fun. It is here. It's an ice cream parlor because it looks fun. Restart. Confirm. I like this game. It's soothing. It's cathartic. It is disgusting in here. Okay. Why are there handprints on the floor? Are those animal prints? I'm gonna go with animal prints because why are you walking on your hands and do this mess? uh. We'll start over here. Da, 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 da. Soothing. Ooh. Ah, so clean, so nice, so fancy. It is soothing. It's a nice, so nice. You know, playing this game, also kind of, I got the same vibe when I played Lawnmower Simulator. I was like, this is so relaxing and nice, and like I could see myself doing this as a job, like in real life. And then I thought to myself, I'd probably get bored very fast if I was doing this for real. There we go. I mean, it'd still be fun, but I feel like most things in life, too much of a good thing ruins it. And I feel like after a while, I'd just be like, oh, I gotta clean something else now. And it's kind of taxing. Anyone who's ever actually used a power washer to clean like a large area or even a fence or something like that, it's tiring. It's actually a lot more tiring than I was expecting it to. I have power washed a house before, and the outside of the house. That took a while. It was tiring. I kind of like this rug. It's ice cream cones. It looks so nice and bright over here now. You know, I am going to turn this sound down, though, because now I cannot hear... Ah, no, not that one. I can't hear the background music. And also, I don't know what the hell that humming set noise is. There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear that still. Because there's no point in not having game audio. That's kind of the point of having audio in games, is so you can hear stuff, right? I still can't get over the fact I actually called somebody at work today Jabril. I wasn't even a coworker too. It was somebody I actually had to interview for something. It was just funny. And I just went along with it like it wasn't a big deal. I'm like, no, it's Jabril now. Let's move on. Let's get through this. Whee! Could you imagine though, if you're actually doing this in real life with a power washer, how much water damage you'd cause in a building? I mean, if you have like adequate drainage, fine, but outside of that, I feel like you're just wrecking some stuff. Get wrecked. Nice and cozy game. It is. It really is. It's kind of soothing. It's lurker friendly. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Stand by. There we go. Updated the title a little bit. Lurker friendly. Because it is. It's a perfect type of stream that you can just come in, have in the background, listen to me ramble on incessantly, because it's my stream, haha. And just, you know, have some chill vibes, mindlessly check out, still feel somewhat social, like you did something. You know? Why not? Ta-da! Mindlessly check out sounds like a game that needs my full attention, right? Just gonna place that over there. Ooh, I didn't finish the door. There we go. Hey! Alright, the door's clean. I wanted to move that so I can get under the ladder and clean. Like I'm gonna do with this. With this guy over here. Ding. Alright, I don't know what song this is that's playing, but it is really strange. In fact, well, it's almost over. I'll just leave it. Wait, why don't I have the... Oh! Let's see. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Just take care of something at the moment. There we go. Come on, go away. There we go. All right. My antivirus apparently is out of date, and it keeps popping up and telling me, you have an update available. I'm like, okay. And then 2 seconds later, you have an update available. Yeah, I got it. You have an update available. I get it. Thank you. I have an update available. Stop telling me. Ma'am, 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 ma'am. Vixen. Yes. Yes, Vixen. I have an update available. Thank you, Vixen. I was not aware. Oh, jeez. Seriously, though, in all honesty, how do you let a place get this gross? That you need a freaking power washer. There's a gnome. You need a power washer to clean it. Ugh. This is what your place of business looks like. I can just imagine your house. Ugh. Things that make you go blah. Ta-da! I feel like power washing a register would probably just kill it. In all honesty. Just straight denied. Wait, there's an update? There's an update available. Yeah, somewhere. Somewhere, somehow, in some shape or form, there's an update available. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good virus scanner, but it's just sometimes it gets stuck on stupid when there's alerts. It was after funny enough, it was after an update. Honestly, if the store's gross register is already dead, facts. I mean, at this point, you should clean it with fire. And by clean it with fire, I mean just burn the place to the ground and start over. It's probably your best bet. Could you just imagine how sticky and the smell? Ugh. Blech. Just saying. Hey, found the coffee machine. Coffee, 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 coffee. I love coffee, 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 coffee. Ding, ding. It's so shiny. Hello. You know, I love coffee, but I'm not sure I'd ever want to use that coffee machine ever again. I mean, it's clean now, but ugh. It didn't burn it because the insurance would. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, you just got to make it look like an accident. For legal reasons, that is a joke. That is not professional advice in any capacity, way, shape, or form. Just want to put that out there. There we go. So far, I've only been using one nozzle this entire clean. Sir, it was an electrical fire. Yeah. I mean, this is a good nozzle. However, the farther you go out, the more it like spreads and doesn't work as much. This one's a little smaller, a little more powerful. This one's even more focused, concentrated. Then we got this. Could you imagine trying to clean just with this one little single spray, trying to clean this entire place? God, that would take forever. Ugh. But we do have a three beam one, which is fun and dandy and does a good job kind of eating through this stuff quickly. Like, I just go like this. See? I got most of that done already. Fancy. The trio! And this is weird because it just like spins. But I mean, it works. And then the foamy one. This one you can actually mix like soaps and everything in. I don't really use the soaps. I find they run out way too fast and you have to spend way too much money on buying more. Yep, that's my professional opinion and stance on that subject, and that's the answer I'm sticking to. Bing, 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 bing. I use a soap one when I can't find tiny ass dirt complete dime. Yeah, I do that too sometimes. Sometimes. But for like mass cleaning, I don't. Though, I will say this: there is one level map, whatever you want to call it, where you are cleaning a submarine, like the outside of a submarine, and unless you're using that little soap foamy thing, you're not winning. You're not gonna complete it, because the angle, that's like the only sprayer nozzle for some reason that gets the right angle to hit like this long line on two different items. It's crazy. I don't even want to know what this substance is that's caked on everything. It looks like a mix of ice cream toppings and God knows what else. Coffee! Dirty, spot. Tiny Grizzly. Coffee! Yes, and for those of you who did not catch the last stream, I have merch. It's true, it's live, it exists. I actually have merch. The link is there. Should be. Check it out if you want to get cold brew merch. And if you want to check out the other link and get your caffeinated beverage of choice, coffee or tea, use caffeine as a discount code for a lovely percentage off your order. Yeah, good things, fun things. But the important thing, I have merch! Finally! Because y'all, not everybody, but a lot of you have been asking for even longer than I've been streaming, hey, when are we going to have cold brew merch? Well, guess what? You have it now. It is going to be expanding soon, even more so. It's just a couple items right now. I already have the next one in the works. It should hopefully be live this weekend, if not by next stream. A community inspired one, I guess you could say. I will give credit to Brock for the inspiration. So yeah, that's the thing that's gonna happen. There is merch, Mr. Terrific. There is merch. Get your merch, because then you too can show your support for the cold brew. Shameless plug. What's gonna happen? Huh? What? Huh? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Can y'all hear me? Jason McMurray, what's going on? I am expanding the merch already. We just launched and we're already going to have a new item. If not this weekend, by next stream. So Tuesday is the deadline. A community inspired item. That was the inspiration purely came, and the credit goes to Mr. Brock for giving me the idea. So thank you. Brickman Gator Extraordinaire. That's going to be a thing. It looks so shiny. Oh, that doesn't look shiny. That doesn't look shiny at all. Brock mentioned. Brock, dude, he meant me. Are you fighting with yourself again, Brock? We had this the other day as well. Brock is just such an interesting individual that he fights himself. And it's kind of comical to watch. Brock fight Brock. Who's gonna win? My money is on Brock. Bum 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 bum. There we go. Got the garbage. And let's go to this way. It's alive. I can't decide if it's saying it's alive or it's a lie. Bum 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 bum. Feeling I'm vacuuming with water. Kind of feels like that. Spray, 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 spray. Yeah, these floors would just be straight wrecked if this was in real life. Just the water damage alone. Doom, 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 doom. I feel like this song should be in a video game. Like, it oddly fits. It kind of fits the map we're on, too. I keep calling it a map. I don't know. Level? Task? Job? Whatever. I don't know what to call it. Bum, 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 bum. So what's everyone else doing? Why I'm flooding this place with water that's mysteriously disappearing. But I'm making it shiny and clean. Oh, my bad, dude. Old me. I feel like that's a great response to anything. Like, oh, my bad, old me. Testing repo. Nice. That's right. Repo has some updates. Posture check. Thank you. Thank you, Brockman. Oh. Oh, 2 posture checks. Fantastic. Double the posture, double the fun. And before I forget, happy birthday, Chief. Chief Brockman. Formally and fully, happy birthday. It works every time. Booking work travel. Ooh, where are you going? Anywhere fun? I mean, not fun that you have to go for work, but hopefully it's a cool location. Maybe get to do some fun things right there. Lot Dog, what's going on? Welcome in. We are doing the cozy vibes of Power Wash Simulator today, and chilling to some interesting background music. Ooh, Red Dead. I had not played Red Dead in a while. That is, I have put somehow my original save game on my PS5 got deleted. But I have put so many hours into playing Red Dead 2. I thoroughly enjoy that game. I also admittedly have spent way too much time like doing ridiculous things in that game, like collecting all the different horse types, just roaming around the map collecting horses, because why not? Like stuff like that, finding the random people around who are camping and robbing them, robbing stagecoaches and collecting the money for them, like just strange things, stuff that I really shouldn't have spent as much time as I did. Like, clearly there were supposed to be like little fun side quests that take like maybe 2 seconds of your time and you just kind of forget about them after a while. No, I made them like whole mini games because it's fun. Oh, one other thing, I got 95% completion on my Xbox save, got corrupted. No. NorCal, not too bad, not too bad. Dude, that sucks though. Having your save got corrupted. I'm wondering if that... Well, no, I can't say that my save got corrupted. My save just disappeared. It just straight disappeared off my PlayStation. Every other save for every other game I played was still there, is still there. Red Dead? Nope. Just... It said, I'ma check out and I'll be out. I don't know what the hell happened to it. One of my favorite parts of the game, though, and this is such like an oversight with the developers, but I freaking love it that they never patched it because of how funny it is. If you take dynamite or not napalm, what the hell is it? Like a Molotov cocktail or anything, or somehow maim, dismember, burn a character that's about to go into a cutscene, and then it starts the cutscene, you'll see them maimed, limbs blown apart, burning on fire, just talking to you like nothing's going on. It is the funniest thing in the world to me. I'm gonna lurk from my phone, heading to bed. Good night, sir. Brock, you have a good night, sir. Happy birthday again. I hope it was a good one for you. I hope tomorrow's is even better for you. Get some sleep, lurk as long as you'd like. Always a pleasure having you here. I've done this, it's hilarious. It really is. It really is. There's one that I've seen. Actually, you can find the video on YouTube. It's when Arthur goes to talk to a female in a house, and in the video, she's literally like, her arm is completely blown off from the shoulder out. She's completely charred head to toe, burnt skull looking thing. One eye is gone. The other eye is like just kind of popping around there. Half her jaw is missing, and she's just sitting there talking to you like while her head's on fire. It is the funniest thing. Just to search up funny cutscenes Red Dead Redemption 2 in YouTube, and I think it's like one of the first one that pops up. It is so funny to me. I also like the feature of the game where the hair grows. So as you're playing, throughout your time playing, your hair, your beard, your mustache, all that grows. So you constantly have to keep like getting haircuts and trims and stuff like that to make it look, you know, kept, and you don't look unkept or homely. But I think that's an interesting little add-on dynamic of the game. Because they could have had it like, what's another game? The thing with the stuff in the GTA. You can get your hair cut, and then it's just cut like that, styled like that, until you go get a new haircut or new hairstyle done. Red Dead, I like the fact it actually grows out, and you have to kind of keep on top of it and maintain it. The Witcher 3, your beard grows in time. Does it really? I actually haven't played any of the Witcher games. I know of them. I know the gameplay. I know the storyline, but I just personally I haven't played any of the games myself. I liked the show. I thought the show was done really well. I still haven't seen the second season. Just because I was excited after the first season, and then the second season got delayed due to COVID in terms of filming. And I just never went back to watching it, which one day I will. It is on my list. I do want to see it. I just haven't done it as of yet. That happens with a lot of shows. I also, I admit, I have like, it's not PTSD, but it's, I don't know, trigger shy, that I don't know what to call it with shows. I have this really bad habit of, I'll find a show that I'll really get into and really truly enjoy, and then it gets canceled, and I'm left like unfulfilled. I'm like, damn it, I want to see what happens. I think season 2 is okay, but the nose dives from the first season. Yeah, I've heard that, unfortunately. Which is also another reason I'm not rushing to go back to watching it. I think it's still going to be good because of what it is, but you know, there's caveats to that. So, case in point, there was a show, Ascension, that was on, I forget what station it was on. Netflix picked it up. It wasn't a Netflix original. It was before Netflix was actually doing their original content. But in the show, spoilers for any of you who, well, kind of spoilers. I'll give you a synopsis of what the show's about, and then when I get to the spoiler part, I'll say spoilers again. So in the show, it takes place, you're on the spaceship, right? Or the characters are on the spaceship, and it's kind of 50s vibe, a little futuristic 50s vibe. And you find out that this shuttle was launched into outer space in the 50s, hence the vibe. And they're on a mission to find another planet that's like Earth to inhabit. So that way we can save humanity and, you know, move to another planet type of thing, or like kind of split humanity, but the species will survive type of thing. So, and this is where the spoilers come in now. So, you know, earmuffs, or speakers, whatever, if you don't want to hear this part. But what happens is you find out that the ship never actually left Earth. So it's 50 years after the ship has launched. People living on it, they've had kids on the ship, so the kids have like only ever known the ship. They think that they're actually flying, so the front of the ship, where it has like kind of windows, so to speak, they have this projection screen that shows star maps that constantly changes. So they think they're actually in outer space, and they get like alerts sent to them of like asteroids coming in, and they raise their shields and things like that. But it's actually in this giant like silo, for lack of a better, and they're stuck there. They think they're in outer space, but they're not. They're actually on Earth, which is really kind of trippy. It gets like 6 episodes in. It is kind of funny. it gets like 6 episodes in, somebody is like working outside the ship and they drop a wrench and it like bangs on the outside of the hull. And people in the ship hear it and they're like, well, what was that? Like, how are we able to hear something hitting our ship? Like, we weren't told of any warnings, like any asteroids or anything like that. So they kind of like got confused, and one guy's like, I don't think we're really on the or in space. I think it's all fake. So they devise this plan. They end up blowing up or blowing a hole in the ship, and obviously they're not sucked out of it or anything like that. But there's this little girl, young girl on the ship who somehow developed powers, superpowers. I don't know. So like right after the explosion, at the same time, all of a sudden she and like 5 other people from the ship wake up in the desert, like thousands of miles away. And one guy like gets up and like looks around and is like, it worked. And then that's the series end. 6th episode, they just cut it right there. What worked? What the hell are you talking about? There's no context of that. There's no lead up to it. Like, what are you talking about? And they just end it. They never gave any explanation. I was so pissed. Still am pissed to this day. I want to know what happens. Writers, if you're out there, if somehow you're listening to this, if you ever get to see the VOD of this, please just shoot me an email. Shoot me a whisper. Something. Find my socials. Hit me up. Just give me an ending, please. I want to know what happened. No, right? Worst freaking show. Almost as bad as The Sopranos. How it just ended with the black screen and you're just like, what the hell just happened? I think this was done a little worse. Like Sopranos, you thought they were just kind of like at least a lot of stuff was wrapped up and you think, okay, they're just switching scenes or it's a commercial break or something. You're like, oh crap, no, that was it. This, there's no, it's not a good end point. It's not even a good pause point. It's like, it worked, cut. What the hell happened? You like The Sopranos ending? I didn't dislike The Sopranos ending, if that makes sense. I'm not going to say I liked it, but I didn't dislike it. So yeah, there's also another show that I really liked called The Peripheral, like Peripheral Vision. It was on Amazon. They decided not to renew it for a 2nd season, which sucks. Really cool story. It takes place in the close future, so only like 20 years or so from now. So not that distant from us currently. I've only watched it for the 2nd time, and I like the show too. Which one? Are you talking about Peripheral? Jabril? Because so in the show they actually, yeah, Peripheral. Sorry, 1 second, I'm getting distracted here. In Peripheral, it centers, the main lead is a female. She helps her brother. Her brother plays video games, virtual reality games for people to like level them up online, and he gets paid for it. That's like his side hustle job thing. That's how he makes money after he left the military. And fantastic, Tech Gremlins with the camera. And that is such an unfortunate face. Tech Gremlins do me dirty with catching the bad faces. So anyway, she helps her brother because she's actually better at gaming than he is. And they get sent this like test VR headset to try out. And posing as her brother, she tries on the headset and she sees this really cool futuristic world in London, England. And it turns out, spoilers, it turns out it's not VR. They figured out the future. They figured out how to grab your consciousness and implant it into a cyborg body in their time. So they can pull somebody from the past, bring them up to current day, and let their consciousness inhabit a body. And they go on some cool missions and some stuff, and there's things that happen, and it's a really good show. And I was so stoked for a second season, and then they canceled the second season. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Or they didn't cancel the second season. They elected not to renew for a second season. Which just stinks. And that was right around the time of the writers' strike. Because a lot of people who aren't tracking this, the writers' strike actually happened because big companies who do streaming services, the Mouse Company, for one, very rapidly figured out that there is zero profit in streaming services unless you have ads, because the majority of money comes from ad revenue. And if you don't have ads, where's that revenue coming from? It's not coming from your subscription amounts, because subscription amounts are so low by comparison. So Netflix is another big one. They said, hey, we're gonna throw in a tier that has ads so that we pull in some ad revenue, because they kept just increasing their price. Well, now there are a production house in their own right. They do their own original content, filming, producing, everything. So they need to make money on that. Well, displaying it on a streaming service, unless you want to have a ridiculously high subscription fee, which nobody is really interested in paying, you need to have ads. So what they did, Disney alone canceled 700 projects in 1 year, or over the course of 1 year, for their streaming services for Disney Plus. That includes original content, original Disney stuff, Star Wars, Marvel. So a lot of the movies, TV shows, things like that were all canceled. And the writers turned around and said, whoa, time out. That's our livelihood. Like, we have contracts with you. You can't just cancel these. That was our money for the year. Our budgets are kind of based off of what I'm going to get paid for the year, and you can't just do that. So, and Disney turned around and said, you'll find other work. It's like, well, yeah, maybe, but there's no guarantee. This was guaranteed work already contracted that you're canceling. So they banded together and sued for breach of contract. There was a settlement. I don't believe I'm at liberty to discuss the settlement. I was not part of it, but I used to work in the film industry, so I kind of have a little insider info with a lot of stuff. Technically still do, just haven't gotten any work in a while. I used to do background acting for people who aren't tracking. I did one movie and several TV shows. So if you look really hard, you will see Cold Brew walking around in some shows. But yeah, so the writers said, well, screw you guys, we're going to go on strike. And they said, well, no, we need projects. It's like, well, you cancel projects. So how can we trust that any project you give us right now, you're not going to cancel? Like, we need to maintain our own livelihood. So the more you know, right? I am a man of many, 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 many hats. I have done a lot in my time, and still do a lot in my time. Got to meet some really cool celebrities. Got to make some really cool friends along the way. Not so much with the celebrities, but with other background actors and all. But yeah, a lot of fun. Background acting, if anybody is interested in doing it, it's not an overly huge commitment. Meaning I'm actually signed with several different casting agencies. Even now, I still get emails, phone calls, text messages that say, hey, are you available this day, this time for this project? And I can say, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. The nice luxury about background acting is if I'm not available, it doesn't count against me. It doesn't hurt me to say no. It doesn't help me to say no. But the main thing is it's not like ooh, you got to do some work or we're going to drop you. It's completely based on my schedule. Because they go, hey, cool, you're not available? Awesome, we'll hit you up next time we have another project. Cool. There are some downsides to background acting. Like one of the biggest ones is a lot of times they'll say, hey, cool, you're available this day, this time. And by this day, this time, it's pretty much like we're going to be shooting in the morning.
Coffee.
Hit me with the double whammy. Terrific. Thank you for the hydrate. Lester, thank you for the coffee. Lovely. There was the hydrate. And here's the coffee. So, what was I saying? Yes, for call times. So they'll say, hey, you're available either in the morning or the afternoon or whatever. You will get a phone number, usually a few days in advance. And they'll say, okay, like say for instance, and filming usually happens Monday through Friday. So it's not a weekend thing. So if you have like a Monday through Friday job and you think, I can do it on the weekends. It is exceedingly rare that anything gets shot, filmed, what have you on a weekend. It's always Monday through Friday. But they'll say, hey, Tuesday, right? They'll say Tuesday is the shoot day. Cool. Friday, they'll say, here's a phone number. Call after, not before, but after 9 p.m. Monday night to get your call time, meaning the time you have to show up on set, for Tuesday morning. Now, you can call at 9 p.m. and they can go, cool, you got to be here at 4 a.m. And by the way, here's the wardrobe options you need to bring. So that can kind of suck because now you're in I don't have wardrobe of that particular thing they're looking for. Now, a lot of it's generic. If they're doing it like that, it's usually very generic and they're like, hey, we need button-down shirts, no white, no green, light blues, no weird designs, no logos. Cool. Or we need a black top, black pants, or, bring a couple options. Options are always good. So a lot of people end up actually bringing like a little suitcase to set, and you usually meet with wardrobe after check-in and be like, hey, here are my options. I got the khakis with the blue shirt or the jeans with the green polo, like that type of a thing. And they'll be like, all right, cool. Take that shirt, take those pants, try them on. Looks good. All right, cool. That's your wardrobe. Now, sometimes, and this happened a couple of sets for me, you'll actually get a costume from wardrobe or your wardrobe option. You get paid to come in prior to the shooting on a different day. They will say, here's your outfit, put this on, cool. They tag it, your name's on it, so that way they know it's for you when you come back. So you get paid for the day of the fitting, and you get paid for the day of the shoot. Payment is interesting how it's done for background. So I'm non-union. I'm not part of the Screen Actors Guild. I'm hoping to one day be, but as of right now, I'm not. Gone are the days where you could just pay to play, meaning you pay a fee and join the union. Can't do that anymore. You have to earn it. So you have to work. To do that, you have to work 3 union jobs, meaning, so anytime they put out a casting notice for something, they'll say, hey, we need X amount of non-union and X amount of union jobs. If they can't get union members to fill the union jobs, they will offer the extra spots for non-union. Now, when a non-union person plays a union role, you get what's called a union waiver. That is a very special piece of paper that says you are paid a little higher of a rate than your normal day rate because it's a union role. And by higher, it's usually like $100 more. I forget what the going rate is right now, the difference between, but it's a significant enough jump in pay that it's worth it. Now, once you get 3 union waivers, you are now known as SAG eligible or SAG eligible. Everyone calls it SAG. You are SAG eligible, meaning you can join the union. You can apply. And it's about a $2,500 fee to apply to the union once you have those 3 waivers. You don't have to go union, which gives you the option of, from then on, you can either do union roles or non-union roles. Once you join the union, you cannot do union roles. Lucky Bulldog, first time in. Question. What is your question? And thank you for coming in. Question for me. What is going on, sir? Do you do follow for follow? I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it at all, sir. I'm just assuming you're a sir. If you're not, I do apologize. There's just no way to tell with screen names. So feel free to correct me. I mean no offense by it. Yeah, feel free to follow. I'll follow back. Why not? I support streamers, big and large. I did not finish that window. So what was I saying? Yes, so union stuff. Once you become union eligible, you can join the union. If you do join the union, you are only allowed to take union roles for the remainder of your existence. If you take a non-union role and you are found out that you're a union member, you will lose your union membership and no, you can never ever get it back. It is a very cutthroat industry. Also, if you do decide that you ever want to get into acting at any level, where it's background or professional, it is the only... I must be gone as work is over, but I will watch the VOD later because I want to learn more. Perhaps at some point we can chat a little more about it. Yeah, absolutely. Totally. Absolutely. It is something that I very much enjoy, so I am very much willing to help spread the information. I've learned a lot over the years I worked in the industry. I love helping people out, especially people who are interested in doing it. Any bit of info that I can help y'all with, I'm more than happy to help give that. Joda, what's going on? Just wondering, I need to hear you cut it out right after I ask. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, totally. Follow for follow. That's cool. I'm down. Give me a follow, I'll give you a follow. Sure. So yeah, with the union stuff, you get a lot higher. What's up? I've been requested to check my DMs. Awesome, thank you for that, Vixen. Where did that just go? What is this? Sorry, I'm getting weird pop-ups. Come on.
A few moments later.
A few moments later. Exactly. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Repo is broken. What? What do you mean repo is broken? A few moments later, did not play for you. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know why it should. Yeah, sound alerts is on. They got stuck on the loading screen. No, we can't join each other in Rebo. Oh, crap. That's going to be interesting for this weekend. Interesting. You know what? When I get off stream, I'm going to look into that. That's interesting. Yeah. Interesting. Mouse, there you go. Okay, so when I was, just to give you guys an idea, when I was more active with acting, now every year the rate does go up. Oh, speaking of rates, or you're paid for a 10-hour block for the day. Now, whether you work, Lucky Bulldog, I'll take care of it after stream. That's the only thing. That's not something I'll take care of on stream, just because I don't want to get too distracted and get too involved in stuff. But after stream, you got it. So you're paid in the 10-hour block as your day rate. Now with that, it doesn't matter how much of that 10 hours you work, you're paid the entire 10-hour block. So if you're there, like one of the shoots I was there for half an hour, I got paid for the 10 hours. Now, the cool thing about that is if you're released early for the day, you can pick up what's called a rush job. Like they'll put out jobs and say, hey, right. Hey, we need somebody as soon as possible to get over to this location with this wardrobe for a shoot, or just, hey, just come how you are. We'll figure something out with wardrobe. You can pick up a second job for the day, and you're then paid a second 10-hour block, which is cool. Now, if you exceed the 10 hours, you get time and a half. So, and then it's prorated for every hour that you work past the 10 hours. So you're paid your 10-hour block anyway, and then from 10:01 through to whatever time you end, you're paid an hourly time and a half rate. Except if you get to 16 hours. 16 hours becomes what's known as golden hour. So every hour, you are paid that entire rate for 10 hours. Which is nice. The last time I worked as a non-union, non-speaking role, just a day player, or not even a day player, just a standard background, I was getting $184 for the 10-hour block. That's the thing. Background acting, it's a nice side gig. It's really a strong hustle if you want to have that as your main job. You're constantly pushing, hoping you're getting stuff. I don't recommend doing it as your only source of income. Unless you are very, very financially sound and able to not have to worry about bills or anything like that, by all means, you do you, boo-boo. I wasn't in that position, so I needed to have my day job as well. Modded still works solo. I guess we could still try vanilla to check. We will definitely. I will get with all y'all after, and definitely try that. See what we can work out for repo. See what we can fix. So yeah. So that's how the pay works. So then there's different levels of pay. I know I'm like all over the place with this, but it's just kind of following.
Coffee.
What is going on, dude? How have you been, sir? Thank you for the coffee. So yeah, with payment, so you have your normal set rate. So like for me, I got the $184 for the 10-hour block. Then you have what's known as a one-liner. So somebody who speaks one line. No, I'm sorry, they got rid of one-liners. It's known as a 5 or under, meaning you have 5 lines or less. It's a speaking role, so you get a bump in pay just for having 5 lines or less. If you are speaking more than 5 lines, you are considered what's called a day player. So again, another higher bump. If you are on the series in the same role more than once, you are considered a reoccurring role. Even higher pay. They also have stand-in, which is kind of cool. Stand-ins, you don't actually go on camera at all. You are literally, hey, you meet the roughly the physical description of the principal actor. So it's like, hey, if Tom Cruise is on set, hey, you're the same height, You have the same hair color, kind of the similar body build. Anytime they're not filming live on the camera, you're standing in the position where Tom Cruise will be standing, just so the director can get like his view and angles right and figure it out, so Tom Cruise isn't standing around like a jackwagon the whole time, like, on board, when are we going to do stuff? He's got better stuff to do. He's paid the high bucks. He only comes out to say his lines and goes back in his trailer. I mean, no disrespect to Tom Cruise. I'm just using him as an example. And insert any big name actor in there. They walk on set, do their thing, walk off set, and go hang out elsewhere. So in between, there's a lot of waiting around. A lot of waiting around with filming. So they need somebody to stand in that role so they can get the lighting right and all this stuff. And so that's a stand-in. A lot of pay. You have no speaking lines, anything like that. But you're paid a lot for it. And by a lot, it's like several $100s just to stand there and look pretty. Literally. Now, you also have bumps for any special talent that you might have that you are going to use on screen. You get extra pay for that. On 2 different shows, I used my car, my personal vehicle. I got an extra pay for that. One of them, my car wasn't even actually filmed at all. But the fact that I was chosen because I had the specific type of car they were looking for and wanted to potentially use it for filming, I was paid to bring my car down, and I was like way off. Like, if you look at the camera, I'm this little like blur guy walking way off back in the distance, and they never used my car. Cool. I got paid either way. To me, I'm not one of those that's like, I need to be front and center on the camera. Everyone needs to see me. Whatever. You're going to pay me either way. Cool. If I happen to be on camera, even cooler. There are a couple of series shows that I've seen myself on camera, and then there are a couple that I'm like, oh, I'm like right where the camera stops. I am right here, right off screen. Again, doesn't matter to me. I get paid either way. So I have fun with it. I do it more for the enjoyment of it than the pay. And that's really the best way to look at it if you want to get into that industry. I highly recommend doing that. Have another hobby as well, because again, you're sitting around a lot. You are... So a typical set or film day, it's different for movies than it is for TV shows. Now, a TV show, you get what's called... you get two shots or 2 takes, where it's person A is facing person B and they're talking, and you have camera facing person B and a camera facing person A. So basically it's like you're just reshooting the same scene over and over and over and over and over again, but from 2 angles only, typically with a TV show. And they'll go over here, this person will say their lines, this person will say their lines as well, and they'll have the dialogue back, and then they'll stop, then move the camera over here, redo the whole thing again, and then piece together what parts they like. With a movie, movies are fun, but they drive me nuts in the fact that you'll have that same scene, but you will have every single angle shot, complete 360 degrees around the scene. It takes forever. Oh, and when you're filming a day for a TV show, when you're doing those 2 takes, you're filming that one scene. That's it for the day. So think about how many scenes are in a TV show. You're typically only getting 1 scene filmed a day. So gives you an appreciation for how long it takes to film potentially 1 episode of a TV show, especially if you are in multiple locations. Just to give you an idea and a better appreciation for the art that goes into film. So yeah, there's that. There is that. It's nice having your image on a movie. Yeah. I actually still haven't seen the movie that I was in, and I'm not sure if I made it on camera or if you can even tell it's me. I'm literally like a speck in a baseball stadium, like in the crowd somewhere. Oh, very important things too. You cannot talk about what you filmed. You sign a lot of non-disclosure forms. You cannot have your phone out on set because they don't want you releasing anything. And a lot of stuff is actually filmed under a different name. Like when I filmed an episode of Marvel's Jessica Jones, it was filmed as Violet. So I was told, hey, you're going to be shooting for Violet on this day, this time, and everything. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's the lead from Jessica Jones. And I noticed all the production staff have shirts that say Jessica Jones on the side. I was like, got it. That's what I'm actually filming. Okay, cool. I just couldn't say anything at the time until that episode was released. So yeah. I feel like I'm rambling. Am I rambling? I'm probably rambling. But there's a lot of fun information, and as you can tell, it's something I'm kind of passionate about, so I tend to ramble. But it is a lot of fun. Whether you're on screen or off screen, it is a lot of fun. Maybe a little. Yeah, well. Yeah, I have met some really cool people. Both big name actors and background. A lot of fun. Absolutely a lot of fun. I will say this. I got to film. It's okay dispensing wisdom here. Appreciate that. The fact that I've probably seen you before is wild. It's possible. I've been on some pretty big name shows. So, for instance, I was on, if anyone has ever seen Quantico, I was on Quantico. 2 different locations. One was we were walking outside and I'm very present on camera, and in another scene in a bar where I'm like just past where the camera's showing. I think you see like my elbow on that one, but you definitely, if you've seen this face and you're watching Quantico, the scene when I'm walking outside, you're like, holy crap, that's him. Like, it is very clear and present day, it's me. Oh, the Deuce with what the hell is his name? James Franco. Funny scene. So it's the last episode of the series. He's walking out of a hotel, and as he's walking through the revolving doors, somebody's coming into the hotel, and he looks at him like, oh, I've seen a ghost from my past. Well, as he's walking out of the hotel, me and this other girl are walking in front of him. He turns around and looks through the mirror, or through the window into the hotel. And then when he does that, you see me and the girl coming down the escalator. So we're in like both angles of the shot. It's really funny. In Jessica Jones, I gotta find the episode I was in because they had 5 of us. They had Jessica Jones and the lead and another person like talking on the sidewalk. And they had 5 of us just constantly walking back and forth like we were random people passing on the street. We never changed our outfits. We're doing that. So literally it's like, and we're in pretty identifiable outfits, even though they're like generic clothing. Literally the 5 of us just keep walking back and forth the entire scene. Like, you don't see us turn around, obviously, because we're off the camera, but you see us like pass by, and a couple seconds later we pass by the other way, a couple seconds later pass by again. So I really want to find that because it's gonna crack me up. Get a hobby that pays you and it's a nice side gig. It is a really nice side gig. It really is. It is funny. Terrific. I think I've seen that. Hey, quite possible. Oh yes, that's right. I did send pictures. That's right. Some of you all were lucky enough to see pictures of me on different sets of things. I filmed an episode of The Last OG with Tracy Morgan. He is hilarious, by the way. Absolutely hilarious. But the funny thing was that is we're filming a basketball game, and it looks like a really packed stadium. Literally, we are the group of us were in this one section that they're filming, and then like up in the stands kind of, and then they moved to like floor level. So we all got up and moved across to the other side of the arena in the little section and just like changed seats around. So again, it looks like it's a very packed stadium, but it's literally like just one little section. That's all we fit into. The movie magic that you don't realize until you're actually behind the scenes. Yeah, he was a really cool guy. They also tell you so the leads are the lead actors, and I say actors because professionally there's no such thing as an actress. They're all actors. Male, female, you're an actor. That is the professional term. So the principal actor, which is the lead, the big name on the box office, they tell you as background, don't approach the principal, don't talk to them. If they talk to you, by all means, don't be rude, but don't go up to them and fangirl, fanboy, and be like, oh my god, can I get your autograph? Because that's unprofessional. You will get blacklisted. If you get blacklisted in the industry, you will never work a day in the industry ever again. All companies talk, especially background, because they'll contact other background agencies, be like, hey, have you ever heard of this person? Are they a nightmare to work with? Cool. Barred. We will not work with them. You will not get any work if you're blacklisted. I know two people who got blacklisted for just being very unprofessional, which was kind of funny. One of them was kind of funny, and she very much deserved it, but I digress. But yeah, so they tell you, like, don't approach them if they approach you. I've had a lot of the principals on some of the sets I've been on where when we break for meals, because I have to break you for meals, they'll actually come and sit with us with the background and, treat us like normal human beings. I will say there are some actors out there who will treat you like you're the scum of the universe just because you're background. And then there are some, like Tracy Morgan, for instance. He sat down with us for meals, and he even told us on set, he goes, hey, listen, I may be the big name on this, but we don't have a show without you guys. Like, you guys make the show. You give the ambiance, you give the background, you give the whole idea and bring this alive. If you weren't here, it'd be me in front of a camera and it'd be pretty freaking boring. So he was really cool and very respectful. So, really nice guy. Really, really nice guy. Priyanka Chopra. I apologize if I butcher her name. She started her career as a Bollywood actress before moving to Hollywood. She's the lead in Quantico and a couple other shows. She is such an unbelievable sweetheart. Like, just one of the nicest people you would ever meet. She is currently married, I believe, to one of the Jonas brothers, Nick Jonas, maybe. Really just absolute sweetheart of a person. And I felt really bad because when we were filming Quantico, it was in early January in New York City, freezing cold. We're at Chelsea Pier, right next to the water. Belligerently cold out, and they had this poor girl in like the thinnest outfit possible. So her assistant was holding this giant heavy fur coat thing that as soon as they yelled cut between takes, she'd like come over and bum rush her and like wrap her up to keep her warm. I felt so bad for her. I was in actually my Navy pea coat, the one that I got issued in the Navy. I got to wear it for that, and I was still freezing. That's how cold it was. So I could just imagine how she felt. But yeah, you suffer for the art. You really do. When I filmed Elementary, an episode of Elementary, Lucy Liu, by the way, is so short, like shockingly short. She was really nice, but just I'm taller than she is. I'm 5'10", 5'11", depending on what convenience store I'm leaving, and I'm taller than she is. Noticeably taller. It's funny, but really nice person. It was so windy and freezing cold that day, and I was a steampunk convention goer. That was my role for that. So I was in like this big top hat with goggles and this trench coat. And actually in the episode, I'm walking by Lucy Liu, and I forget the other lead, the guy who played Sherlock. But the back of my jacket, like I turn and kind of like start looking towards them, and the back of my jacket flips up and like smacks me and almost knocks my hat over. It's really funny. It's a split-second thing that you can see on camera, but it's really funny if you're paying attention to it. What else have I been in? I've been in Crashing. I've been on Law and Order SVU. What else? Tell Me a Story. Orange is the New Black. Ray Donovan. The Last OG. A lot of stuff. I guess I have a lot of movies and series to watch. I'm not actually visible in a lot of them. I do have written down actually some of them, the ones I was able to actually get the information from. The Deuce as well. I know what episodes and what seasons I was on. For Law and Order SVU, right during the opening credits, they're walking through a hospital. I played a hospital orderly, and they're walking. I butcher her name, but the woman who plays Liv, Detective Benson, and her partner, they're walking with the doctor down like this little corridor, and I'm the orderly who walks like right by them. So clear present day right on camera. But it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, little fun fact, a lot of the stuff used to film for Law & Order, SVU, it's all a soundstage at Chelsea Pier in New York City. They have an entire floor at the entire pier that it's just the different courtrooms, the hospital room we're in. As soon as we finished filming, the crews came in and started taking down the walls, panels, ceilings, and everything. And I was like, oh crap, and they completely configured it to look like a completely different space right after. It was cool to see. Orange is the New Black, we filmed in a courtroom, actually in a Bronx court. That was fun. But like random places too. Madam Secretary. I played a Navy SEAL in Madam Secretary. Me and my SEAL team died because we saved this terrorist or captured this terrorist, and then our helicopter blew up as we were trying to exfiltrate him. But that was funny because that was legitimately on the side of the road, and where we were filming, I was like, I'm glad we have the police here, because I'm literally a dude in like full camis, helmet, everything, with a rifle, just standing on a rock pile, pointing into oncoming traffic, and probably like around this blind turn. So people coming around, they just see me like, hey, what's going on? Probably scare the hell out of them. Which, rightfully so, is kind of funny. But thankfully cops are there to kind of be like, no, they're filming a TV show. Oh, little fun fact. If you're ever walking around in public anywhere or driving and you see a little sign that'll either have like a word or just a couple letters on it with an arrow pointing somewhere, and the sign is typically yellow, sometimes it's white, but usually yellow, that is either to a scene or to holding. That means they're filming something close by. Holding is the area where, when you're not filming on the actual set, holding is, by its name, is where you're holding. So everybody's hanging out in holding, and then you move to the actual film set for the filming, and then you go back and hang out at holding. It's a lot of fun. But like I said, there's a lot of downtime. A lot of downtime. For the show Crashing, we played in a comedy club, we filmed in a comedy club in Nyack, New York, at the Palisades Mall. They have a comedy club there that we filmed in. Holding was a different part of the mall that it's located in. I was there, how long were we filming? Just over 8.5 hours I was there. We spent maybe a total time was like an hour and 40 minutes of actual filming. the rest of the time we're literally just sitting around. And you're not allowed to really leave holding, because obviously they want you to be there for whenever they decide, hey, we're gonna go film now. So have a hobby. A lot of people will bring, you know, portable game players like Nintendo Switch, things like that. They'll bring their laptops, they'll bring books, they'll bring Kindles, they'll bring iPads, stuff to keep them busy. I know people who have taken their online school, done their homework during that time. I know one guy who actually ran I forget what business he ran, but it was all online, and he ran it from his computer in between takes. So, you know, he had that going for him. He really wants to be a big name actor one day. So he's running his company, or he can fully do remote. He's doing that to pay the bills until he makes it big and catches his big break in film. It's all clean and shiny. Except somewhere, somehow, it is not, because it didn't say job done yet. Job's done. Booth back cushions. This one. Aha! Got that. I like this game, the fact I can hit escape, and you'll see, you might not be able to see it because of the overlay right there, but you'll see like they're 99% done. So, what is it, this one? 98% done, boot divider. I can click that, and you'll see it'll start glowing. That tells me that that needs to be cleaned. Oh, that light needs to be cleaned too. So the divider apparently has a speck of dirt still on it. There we go. And when it glows and goes ding, you cleaned it. Way to go, sir. Put chat in the way. Actually, funny enough, the chat y'all are seeing on screen, that's Ghost Chat. Live and in color. That is what Ghost Chat looks like. Because for some reason, the game overlay is showing my entire monitor now, not just the game. So we're just gonna roll with it. Crabs! The gnome is moving. I don't know what he's doing. He's possessed. We're just gonna let him do his thing over there. Shoot him a little bit. And you know what? Where's that red one? Haha! Take it, gnome. There you go. Got him to stop moving. Phasmo mentioned. Right. Alright. This one. Booth table legs. That guy. There's a little speck of dirt somewhere in here. Ah! Can I? Yes, I can go in here. Nice. Oh, that one line. You kidding me? There we go. Damn it, I didn't want to load it up, but here we go. You, sir, have a problem. And that problem is called work, because clearly you don't get to play it enough. Because work gets in the way. Booth is done. Oh, both booths? What other booth is there? Oh, that booth. There we go. Done and done. Ceiling divider. That was easy. I feel like I need that little, what was it, Staples button? That was easy. Do, 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 do. I was about to tell you to shut it, but you're 100% right. See? I'm here for you, Mr. Duck. Display case. Only 2 out of 4? Oh, God, my nose is itchy. You know what they say about your nose itching? I mean, somebody's thinking about you. Okay, got that one. There we go. And what's this one? Flip up counter stop. Really? What's dirty on the counter stop? F. Whatever it was, I got it. All right. Hanging menu frames. Oh, I thought I got these already. Oh, I see what it is. Gotta go up here. That little tiny edge. There we go. There we go. All right, so they're dropping like flies. I may have just loaded up Power Wash. Yeah, yeah. Who's dropping like flies? The people? The people. It happens. Ice cream machine signs. The VC. Oh, the VC. Womp, womp. Well, you know, it happens. All right, ice cream. What did I say it was? Yeah, ice cream machine signs. Oh, 2 out of 3. Oh, lots one. Okay. Ta-da. Ta-da. One thing I've never got into, but I think would be a lot of fun, is actually voice acting. I do have a lot of contacts for that, as well as information. I just haven't. I did submit, actually, I take that back. I did submit for a Red Bull commercial many, many years ago. And got it. There's a voiceover for it. And then they canceled it. I got a call like 2 days ahead or before it was supposed to happen. They're like, yeah, we're actually canceling this job because we're going to go a different direction. I'm like, oh, okay. Dude, that would be so cool doing a co-op on Power Wash. Yeah, Power Wash 2 is coming out. Power Wash Simulator 2, which I think would be a lot of fun. But yeah, doing this co-op, that'd be tight. That looks clean. All right. I believe one is co-op, but it's 2 people. Oh, really? I didn't even know the one has co-op. That's cool. I think somebody would be angry you didn't tell them you had connections in voice acting. I have told that person. And I've given them some of the information. I should probably remind them, though, because they might have forgotten. Hanging lights. That's the one. There we go. Easily. Hit your escape. There's a button that says join players co-op. Oh! I've never noticed that button before. Whoops. Oh, I missed this one. Sink. Well, there's only one sink that I know, and it's right here. Job's done. All right. Look at that. I like how it gives you the preview of like how you actually cleaned everything. Cause yeah. Sad Panda, I'm out of coffee. – 70-30 they did. Yep, totally. 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 All right. Continue. Cleaned. So it's funny that this doesn't like really go in order. Because I have like 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 unlocked, but 4 I have to pay for. I don't know why. Clean the subway train. All right, we're gonna do the subway train next, and then that actually, you know, I think subway train is probably gonna be it for the night. Short stream tonight, just because I have a lot of stuff that I want to take care of off stream. Because I have a lot of stuff for this weekend that I need to take care of, that I gotta get prepped for. But for all you hanging out while I'm here, thank you, I appreciate it. Starting this job, yeah. And you know, not every stream can always be a long stream. Sometimes I gotta be a little shorter. Oh, see this fancy clean subway station? I did that. I cleaned it. I cleaned it in another map. Can I go here? No. Boo. I thought I can go there. And look, they started me off. That's already clean. Oh, so yeah, see, this doesn't cut through as much of them that far out. Far out, man. Bing, bada bing, bada bing, bing, bing. Ah, no, I hate when it does that. There you go. I'd rather move the whole mouse rather than have that move around. What the heck was that noise that I just heard? Creepy sauce. There we go. Thank you, Vixen. Thank you for that. Gonna go a little more powerful to get this off. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to climb on top of the train and clean the top. Ding ding. Oh, I had to clean the inside too. That's right. All right, well, at least the outside is going kind of quick.
That's what she said.
Oh, well done. Well done, terrific. That's what she said. I mean, I don't think anything looks wrong with this train. It's a typical New York City subway car. Fun fact, for anyone who's never been to New York City, if you ever decide to run or ride the subway, don't touch the bars. Just unless you have a glove on. Because they're gross. Looks a little too clean. Yeah, right. Yeah, the bars are so gross that you'll touch them and you'll feel your hand like sliding, and then you'll look and be like, ew, I have something all over my hands now. It's gross. It's very gross. And that's largely because everyone's touching them all day, and no, they don't ever get cleaned. Some people just don't care, and some people avoid it like the plague. Maybe because it carries the plague. It very well could. I would probably be horribly grossed out, but I'd be very fascinated for some scientist to come along and take like a culture swab off of or sample off of any of the bars in a New York City subway and see what the hell grows or is actually on there, because oh, it's got a ladder. All right. All right, gotta go even more. Bing, bing. Oh, another thing about the subway too, you have to learn a whole new language just to be able to understand what the hell they're saying on the subway. I just yawned. There is no yawning, sir. That's bad juju. Yeah, if you guys have ever seen any Charlie Brown or Peanuts movies, videos, shows, when the teacher goes or any adult goes wah, 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 that's pretty much what a New York City subway announcement sounds like. You know, I will take it back. As tedious and time-consuming and annoying as power washing as a full-time job would be, I think if the pay was really, really good, I could probably suck it up and deal. Like, if I got paid... I don't know, I would say like a decent 5 figures a month. I could live with that. Just go power wash all day. I'd probably be tired because it's very labor intensive, but the dings are satisfying to do this in real life. Right? I would have to get some like little sound recorder that every time I completed a section I could just go ding. Ding. So I saw somebody do a, I don't know if it was a hack or a cheat or something with this game where any part that the water like touched, it would instantly like clean that entire section. And they went into one and literally they just turned on, you hear ding 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 ding, and they completed the map. I was like, I mean, it was fun to watch for a second, but I was like, that's just so defeating because you don't get the satisfaction of actually playing the game or get like earning the ding. Like, man, it was kind of disappointing. It was fun to see, but I wouldn't want to play like that. Takes all the fun right out of the game. Ba-ding. Ding, damn you, ding! I want that one to ding. There we go. I gotta say, this music, though, is still vibing very much with this. I almost forgot that it's Epidemic sound and not actual game audio. Whoops. Oh, whoopsie. Why did I not get a ding? Got one there. Why didn't I get one over here? There we go. Oh, and we got green stuff again. It's like dirt and corrosion and other who knows what. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. Got him. Ding, ding. Looks like somebody just went at this train with paintball. That would actually be kind of cool to do like a paintball event in a subway station. Like obviously not go into like the train tracks and stuff like that, and you know, or onto the tracks. But that'd be kind of cool. I think anyway. Right? So one of the things, or not one of the things, but a couple of different scenarios that we do in the academy that I went to is we learn like clearing rooms, clearing buildings, things like that, pursuing individuals. And we do it with sim rounds, which are small caliber bullets basically, except they don't fire. The bullet projectile that comes out is a small plastic capsule filled with paint, so it's essentially paintball, except it's very high velocity and a lot smaller. And I can tell you from experience, they hurt like hell when you're at close enough range, really any range. Because they do fire out of normal firearms. Now, I would not recommend using your everyday carry for one, or with sim rounds, but they can. They can actually fire from them. You'll just have to really severely clean it afterwards. But yeah, they hurt. They hurt a lot. But a lot of fun. They have painting experiences where you use water guns and whatnot to paint. That's awesome. That would be a lot of fun, I feel like. That would actually be a lot of fun. Yay! God, they really make this kind of nook and cranny type thing. Ding, 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 ding. Doorbell. I can open the door from here. Nice. Ding. Why do I feel like this whole thing should have lit up? Kind of like that just did. That totally sounded like somebody entered the train from behind me. There's a gnome! Gnome. Gnome. I'm curious as to what some of this grime is actually supposed to be. Is it all just dirt and paint, or it's like, is some of it mold, mildew, mushroom? What? What are you? I want to know. I want to know these things. I don't know why, but Monty Python Search for the Holy Grail just popped into my head. Did something just huff at me? What are you, Phasmo? Hehehe, terrific. Have you ever hit tab and blinded yourself? Can't say I have. Honestly. Ah, that's funny. Automod denied you, sir. Automod said, get that out of here. And now it's approved. Thank you, Vixen. Honestly, I'm okay with that being approved. I think it's silly that Automod actually denies that. Oh, my back. Oh. Ah, see, I was right. It should have gone bing, and it didn't. There we go. Now it did. Haha. I figured it out. Okay. Interesting song. Doots, 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 doots. Meow. You know what? It may have made y'all dizzy, but look how much I cleaned. And it goes with the music too. See? Dizziness warning. I mean, it kind of works. Shockingly. Granted, you can do it with the other ones too, but I feel like that one just works so much better. It totally sounds like somebody's huffing. Huffing what? Paint? I don't know. I really don't want to know how this train got this dirty. One of them was a pear, a goat, and a rubber bouncy ball. Oh my god. Oh wait, what was that show? There was a show that used to end like that. It's like, hey, I need you to get 8 feet of rope, a bucket, a tutu, grab a rhino and meet me in the back in 5 minutes. You'd be like, what the like random off the wall stuff like that. I thought it was so funny. I feel like the gnome is going to be in the way. Can I move you? Yes. F. David the gnome, you can stay over there. I know I've asked this before. Has anyone seen the show David the Gnome? Anyone remember that? F. There's no F, sir. There's no F in power washing. Bing, 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 bing. Sounds like a pinball machine. Bing. Ding. David the Gnome is indeed originally Dutch. Is it really? You know, I could see that. I could see it being Dutch. It was a good, wholesome cartoon. It taught good values on how to be a gnome and live your gnome life. No, it's actually a pretty good show. There's so much more to this train. Jesus Christ. And there's still the whole second train. What am I doing the time? All right. Do. I think my parents actually have 1 or 2 books on him as well. Do they really? I never knew it was a book series. That's kind of cool. Holy nostalgia, Batman. King. I feel like the only way to properly do this is to be very methodical. Do. So I'm gonna post this question to y'all because it's my stream and I can do whatever I want. Are there any games that y'all can think of that you would actually like to see me play? If you're not part of my Discord, feel free to join. There is a suggestion category of what to play, games to play. You could throw it in there. You could throw it in chat. It's my chat and I don't have to answer. It's my game. So all the horror games. Hey, I'm down for playing horror games. Absolutely. I like jump scares. Clearly. Yeah. Cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. It is one of the things that you don't ever think about as part of being a streamer is figuring out what game to play. And in full transparency, there are some times that I'm just like, I have no idea what I want to play. Also, you know, very much having the unfortunate luxury of getting bored with games quickly. Not so much bored, just like I get tired sounds bad too. But it's like I want something different. Like I'm just not feeling a particular game. So I just want to take a break from it. I'll come back to it at some point, but for the time being I want to take a break, and it'd be nice to have options. Because options are always good. ADD brain needs different game. Yeah, facts. Facts. It's a real thing. It happens. Totally happens. And I do want to keep it interesting for all you people who thankfully come into my chats and hangouts. Whether you're lurking, whether you're active, whatever it is, you know. Want to keep it entertainment. Want to keep it entertainment. That was not proper English. I want to keep it entertaining as best as I can, so that everybody has fun. Yay! Because if it's not fun, then nobody's gonna want to watch my stream, and then I'm streaming to just myself, and it'd be a sad state of affairs. I mean, let's be real, not every stream is gonna be crazy and popular, and I get that, and I'm fine with that, but I would like to have as much fun as possible with all you fine people on the interwebs. Yay! Group horror game. Ooh. Wait. Oh, Vixen, I'm gonna give you a task. There is a game. I have no idea what it's called, but it is a horror game. Where I believe the creature or entity or something is trying to actually kill you. No, it's not Phasmo. But can you look up like group horror games? I think if you just type in like group horror games on YouTube, it'll probably pop up. I have no idea what the name of the game is. I just know there's a scene or an area or something when people are walking through an area and there's like blood splattered all over the place. There's sheets hanging from the walls. There's like creepy things on the ground. If you can be a deer and find out what the hell that name of that game is, and see if it's, I know it's multiplayer because people play multiplayer. But if we can find the name of that, that would be one to add to the list because it's supposed to be really freaking frightening. I've seen a lot of people play it, but I just can't remember off the top of my head the name of it. I think it's a newer game. And by newer, I mean in the past, like, 2-3 years newer. Like, it's not like, been released in the past few months. Because well before I even started streaming, I know it's existed. I used to watch, or not really actively watch, but I catch people that were playing it, and I'm like, oh, that game actually looks really creepy, but a lot of fun as well. No. Gnome. I think I did get that ladder already. It's not Backroom. Because Backrooms never looked like haunted, like, insane asylums, and that's kind of, or haunted hospitals, and that's kind of what this looked like. Because it looks like it would be fun. Underworld. Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I'll have to look up Underworld. Is that it? I don't know. Let me check. Where's my Steam? Stand by. Maybe? Okay, that's way too old for that one. I think I clicked the wrong Underworld. No, no, definitely not that. No, there's no dragons or anything. Ooh, Nuclear Nightmare. Ooh. Let's see. Yes, I think that's it. That Underworld. Okay. There's like 5 Underworlds that popped up. That might be it. Maybe. The graphics look like it. So, yeah, probably. Could be. Thank you. F. I was wondering where the music was all of a sudden coming from, and I forgot. I left Steam open. Sorry, Vixen took your job. Well, it's still appreciated. What time? Okay. Oh, thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Why did that pop into my head? Random. For some reason, it is also incredibly warm in my room. I have my fan on, and I have the window open, and it's not that hot outside. So I don't know why it is so hot in my room tonight. I have to get like an AC unit for this. I kind of want to try content warning. Oh, what is content warning? That's not ringing any bells. All right, you know what? I am going to take because I haven't taken a break all night. And we are 2.5 hours in. So we're going to take a quick 5. I'm going to get a refill of my water. And we'll be right back. So yeah, let me go over here. I'll leave the music on for y'all. And take 5. We'll be back. Wow. back, and welcome in, Curse. How are you doing tonight? How was the rest of your stream, ma'am? I was silently lurking a little bit in your stream earlier. Sorry, I did not say hi. So a delayed hi. Doing good, just a little hungry. Facts. You know what? So, typically in the mornings, I don't really have a whole lot for breakfast. I have been a lot better about that. Lately, I've been doing better about eating breakfast, like for the past month. I'm now to the point where in the mornings, I am starving. And I'll have something to eat. Like something small. I don't want to have too much food in the morning because I'm up really early. So I'll have like a good, nice little healthy breakfast. But then early on in the day, I am still starving. And then, yeah, I blame breakfast for keeping me starving. So I feel you on the being hungry. Got the same issue on grabbing new food. You're grabbing new food, or is that opposed to old food? I mean, I'm hoping you're not eating old food. Might not be the best for you. More food, the better. Yeah. I very much subscribe to the seafood diet of I see food and I want to eat it. Because I like food and I like eating. Under this lovely exterior lives an inner fat kid that just loves food and would be nothing happier than eating all day long. I also love pasta, and I used to say when I was younger I would be happy as can be if I could eat nothing but pasta for all 3 meals every day, all day, every day. I did that for a semester in college, and I gained so much weight and found out 2 very important things. 1, yes, I would be extremely happy eating nothing but pasta every day for every meal. 2, I would be so incredibly fat if I did. Yeah, that was the heaviest that I ever weighed in my life. Thankfully, I dumped all that weight. But damn. But I enjoyed it in the interim. And the worst part is I didn't realize that I got so fat until I tried to actually be somewhat like physically fit and looked in the mirror and saw the scale and I was like, Jesus Christ, okay. I need to do something about this. Yeah, I got up, I was like just shy of 220 at that point, which I know it doesn't sound like the worst thing in the world, but trust me, it was. Did that? I swear that that was not there a second ago. Or am I just bugging? Curse, guess what I got myself? I know I'm reading out your message to Curse, but I'm curious now too. Terrific. Share with the class. We all want to know. Inquiring minds must know, sir. What did you get yourself? I would like content warning. It's fun. Nice. I'm definitely going to look it up after stream. Oh, damn. Did Terrific get himself? I said guess. Okay. A balloon. That's what you got yourself. A nice shiny red balloon. Oh, damn. Terrific hiding secrets now. Pasta? Did you get pasta? If you got pasta, I'm jealous. Because now I want pasta. Oh, you got pasta? Well, wait, you're saying yes, ma'am. Was that to you got a girlfriend or you got pasta? And hopefully not together. That didn't sound right. Hopefully not together as meaning like the pasta's not your girlfriend. If you get a girlfriend and then go get pasta with her, that'd be a whole different story. That would be okay. Don't date your pasta. PSA. She sends nudes for She is the nudes. Oh, that's funny. I like that. Well played, ma'am. Well played. Holy hell. Now is the point in the evening I start getting loopy. Apparently. Ducks are classy. Are they, though? You're very welcome, Curse. Yeah, come on, Terrific. Pay attention. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding. Nobody ever accused you of not being classy, sir. Then again, no one ever said you weren't classless. Kidding, kidding, kidding. They say noodles like a normal person are antonyms. Well. Oh, yeah. So, also speaking of, in college, when I had nothing but pasta for every meal, I blame the college for that because they had a pasta bar, which had its own personal chef in our cafeteria, which you can go up and you would pick, you had choice of 3 different types of noodles, 3 different types of sauces, a marinara sauce, an Alfredo sauce, and a pesto sauce. So you pick your pasta, you pick your sauce, and then you pick your protein, essentially. And like chicken, shrimp, and I can't remember what the other one was. I think it was tofu. I never did the tofu, but what I would do a lot of times is I get like chicken in it and do all 3 sauces with like fettuccine, and it was so freaking good. Chained together. Ooh. I have to look into that. Dr. Brock, what's going on? How goes it? I thought it said, how goes it, duck? How's it going, duck? Well, in recent news, the duck has decided to start dating his pasta, which we're all questioning now. Pasta is love, pasta is life. I think I've asked you this before, Terrific. Have you ever seen Ted Lasso on Apple TV? Football is love, football is life. Danny Rojas, Rojas, Danny Rojas, Rojas. I have not, sir. I feel like you would enjoy it. I feel like you really would. For those of you not tracking, Ted Lasso is a hilarious show on Apple TV about a woman who gets divorced from her husband, and in the divorce, she wins the professional soccer team that the husband owned. And she decides, he loves soccer so much that I'm going to run this team into the ground. So she hires an American football coach to coach the soccer team. And then she has a quick change of heart and decides, no, you know what? I'm going to make this the best soccer team in the league. And hilarity ensues. It's a good show. Good show. If you're a fan of soccer, highly recommend it. If you're a fan of just good shows, I highly recommend it. Also, Ted Lasso is one of my favorite shows of recent memory. It's such a good show. Barbecue sauce. It's just a wholesome, like, feel-good type of show. It really is. It makes you, like, root for the underdog and cheer for the little guy. It's a good show. I like it. Such a feel-good show. It really is. It gives you the warm and fuzzies. All right, we are a little more than halfway done with this train car, and this should be the last part of this level. Boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants. Whee! Oh, speaking of community-inspired things, considering I'm doing a community-inspired merch already, what would you guys think about if I put in a section of my Discord for merch ideas that you guys could submit your ideas, and if they are liked by moi, they will actually become official merch. What would you guys think of that? What is this 100th Bomb Group Foundation? Glad you asked, sir. Glad you asked. Ooh, nice. So the 100th Bomb Group Foundation is the official historical foundation for the 100th Bomb Group, which was a Air Force squadron during World War II. They gained the nickname the Bloody 100th because they suffered the largest amount of loss out of any squadron out of the 8th Air Force during World War II. They also had the worst, deadliest mission in aviation history out of any country. One specific mission they ran over Bremen, Germany, where they had 18 ships, by ships I mean planes. They flew the B-17 bomber. They had 18 ships go out, and 6 returned, all heavily damaged. My grandfather was a pilot in the squadron, still alive today. He is the oldest pilot from the original squadron, still alive, 103, sharp as a tack. His recall of World War II is if it was yesterday. It is absolutely amazing. But the 100th Bomb Group Foundation is the historical foundation to preserve all the stories and the history of the squadron. They are working with the 8th Air Force Museum in Savannah, Georgia, and they're actually Sweet baby Jade is terrifying. Yeah. Yeah. They're doing a whole event, I guess you could say, or expose called Courage of the Skies, where they are going to expand the 8th Air Force Museum, physically expanding the museum by over half or over double its current space, all to showcase the 100th Bomb Group. They do have an actual B-17 plane there currently, and they want to expand more and show off the history and everything of the group. They did some amazing things. The average lifespan of a member in that squadron was 4 hours. That's what it was quoted as. As fast as replacements were walking in the door, their replacements were walking in right behind them. That's how much they lost. Every time any mission would go out, everybody kind of was assuming they were not going to return. So fascinating history, fascinating group. I have the personal connection to the group, and I'm very passionate about that, and I want to preserve that history as well. So the donation in that corner down there, through July 4th, any money that I raise, I do have a goal of $1,000. I know it's a high goal, but hopefully I'll get there. Any money that I raise is going to go directly to the organization for their Courage in the Skies expansion with the 8th Air Force Museum, because I want to help support them. That number is actually horribly inaccurate at the moment. I did have somebody in real life actually donate $100 to the goal, so we're actually at $125 right now, which is so awesome, and I'm so grateful and thankful for. So yeah, that's them there. If you want to know more about, if any of you want to know more about the 100th Bomb Group, their website is 100thbg, stands for 100thbombgroup.com. You can look up the history of the planes, history of the squadron. They were redesignated in, I want to say the early 50s, actually. Late 40s, early 50s. They were redesignated as an air refueling squadron. So they are no longer a bomb group, but they're an air refueling squadron, and they're the only squadron out of the entire military that is permanently stationed outside the United States. They are still stationed in England, no longer at the base they were during World War II, because that one was condemned and shut down. But they're at, I believe it's Randallston Hall is the official airbase they're at now. Or Randall's Hall. I always butcher the name, but I still think it's cool that the actual squadron, the history of it, they still exist. They weren't disbanded like a lot of them were after World War II. They still exist. They're still out there, and they're actually permanently stationed outside the United States, which is really cool. Really, really cool. So I kind of chuckled a little bit in recent times, not to get too political, but in recent past few weeks when we had a lot of planes departing the U.S. to head over to that area of the world. That squadron was responsible for helping get a lot of the planes and the refueling while they were doing that transfer. So it's kind of cool. They're still active. They're still flying. Every other year now, the squadron, the foundation, they do a reunion, as it were, someplace. Back in this past March, actually the first week that I took off the whole week from streaming is because I was down in New Orleans. How did I butcher that? I was down in New Orleans, at the World War II Museum, Memorial Museum down there, because that's where the squadron was doing this year's reunion. I get to go to a lot of them. In more recent years, I've been going to a lot of them. Great group of people. I met the current commander of the 100th Bomb Group. They flew over, a bunch of them flew over to attend. So there's a lot of history that's still there and a lot of camaraderie that still goes on. Check the pinned message. Holy crap! Dude! 200? Dude, thank you. Let's go, Dr. Brock. Dude, thank you so much. Yeah. Wow. $200 for that. Dude, you're a fucking legend. Oh, damn. That's huge. Thank you so much. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. That's freaking awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you. That's gonna go to a fantastic cause. A fantastic vision and mission that is going on. So thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for that. Damn. Just damn. I was rambling and I missed that, but holy crap. 200. Yeah, Vixen, show me how to modify that later. Thank you. I'm speechless. I really am. Thank you for that. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. Damn. Yeah, absolutely awesome cause. What's really cool, this past this reunion that I was just at, we had my grandfather, who is the oldest surviving member of the original squadron. Fun fact, there were 40 original pilots of the squadron. There are 4 that survived, and he's one of the 4. Not that 4 that have lived until now, 4 that survived the war, and he is one of them. So he was at the reunion. The oldest POW from the squadron, who's 102 and still alive, he was there. And the oldest, he wasn't a pilot, I want to say gunner, maybe, in the squadron, he was also there. No, I'm sorry, he was 102. The oldest POW is, I don't believe he's 100 yet. I think he's 99. But it was cool because we had the oldest pilot, the oldest gunner, and the oldest POW from the original squadron that were there. The 3 of them kind of make the oldest crowd that's still there. Still alive and kicking. But really, I'm still in shock. Thank you, Dr. Brock. Seriously, thank you. That's just freaking huge. I never gotten to talk to any World War II vets. I know there aren't many left. Would love to hear about the war from somebody who was there. Yeah. Oh, really cool. This is absolutely awesome. It took, hold on one second. Sorry. So it took a few years to get this all together and working, but at the World War II Museum in New Orleans, there are a couple of different vets, World War II vets. My grandfather's one of them. They actually filmed them, and it is an interactive exhibit where it is a hologram of them that you can talk to and ask questions, and it'll respond back to it. If it doesn't understand a question, or if it doesn't have a response for a question, it'll say, I can't really, or I can't think of an answer for that. Maybe could you try asking it in a different way? Which is really cool. I got to see that. That was first shown when we were down there. Absolutely awesome. It was so cool to sit there and actually, I mean, my grandfather's alive and I talked to him forever, but to see a hologram of him and actually get to talk and interact with him was so cool. And the reason it took so long is because they, like, every possible question they could think of about the war, they asked them and recorded. Not just him, but any of the vets that are part of this. So there still is that maintained history and legacy of the actual vets who are there, who are forever now going to be able to share their knowledge and share their responses with future generations. The fact that my grandkids will be able to go to this museum and talk to their great-great-grandfather about his time in the war. It blows my mind. It is so freaking cool. It really is. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. What's really cool too, and I'm not going to say how to access it because it's kind of a trade secret now, but he left a special message for future generations of his family in there, which is really cool that we can access that. So really, really cool. Really cool. But yeah, it's, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about this. So I grew up obviously talking to my grandfather about the war, and I like heard about it and everything. Yeah, technology is absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. Have you ever heard the story about Desmond Doss? They made a movie based on the story called Hacksaw Ridge. I have. I've heard of him. I've heard of the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet. The fun fact, also talking about Apple TV, Masters of the Air on Apple TV. It's still currently out. It's all about the 100th Bomb Group, my grandfather's squadron. I got to go to the premiere of it back in, not this past January, but the January before, up in LA. My grandfather said it brought him to tears. And he said that was the closest representation of what actually happened out of anything he's ever seen. He said he felt like he was back in the cockpit flying the missions because of how close to the real thing that series was. It's an amazing series. Absolutely an amazing series. I can tell. It's nice to hear the passion. Well, thank you. Would recommend the movie if you ever get a chance. It's not about the Air Force, but it's insane. Yeah, no, absolutely. I definitely want to see it. I have an ever-growing list of movies that I want to see. And because it's an ever-growing list, it's hard to check off that list. But it is on one I do want to see. Curse, are you still here? Are you still in here, Curse? Did you disappear? Did you become a ghost and wander off through the walls? But yeah, so if you have Apple TV, highly recommend watching Masters of the Air. At the end of the series, they have kind of a, I don't want to say a follow-on, but they have like a small documentary in addition, which is my grandfather's in it and a bunch of other people from the squadron, and they talk about everything, and it kind of gives you even more information about what went on. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. Actually, funny little side note. Oh my god, you found one. That is awesome. The duck. When we were up at the premiere for Masters of the Air, it was co-produced by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. Steven Spielberg walked up to my grandfather and he's like, "Hey, my name is Steven." And Steven Spielberg's kind of on the shorter side, and my grandfather's on the taller side. He used to be 5'4", but he's shrunk a little bit. He's like, or 5'4", 6'4". He's like 6'2" now. So Steven Spielberg walks up to my grandfather. He goes, "Hey, my name's Steven. I'm one of the producers on the show." My grandfather goes, "Yeah, I know who you are. Everyone knows who you are." It was just such a funny moment between the two of them. Also, fun fact about Masters of the Air. It is the most expensive production in film history. It cost more to produce that than any TV show or any movie ever made. It has taken them 10 years to produce the miniseries about it. I believe it's only like 8 or 9 episodes. Originally, it was going to be produced by HBO, and they ran out of money, so they were going to cancel it. Apple came in and handed over a blank check and said, "We don't care how much it costs, make it happen." So they went to during World War II, the squadron was stationed at Thorpe's Abbott in England. That was the Air Force base they were at. They went back, rebuilt the entire base, and filmed there, the actual base, for the show, which I think is cool as hell. Like, they spared Apple spared no expense. They literally gave him a blank check and said, however much it costs, we don't care. We're making this happen. We're doing it right. The level of detail they went into was insane. So in one of the like mission briefing rooms, there's a desk where this one officer would always sit at. And if you open this one drawer, he always had a pack of gum, a pack of playing cards, and like a couple of little photos and knickknacks, right? You never see on film that drawer get opened or what's in the drawer. But my grandfather got to tour the base after they rebuilt it. And we're filming. They opened the drawer and all that stuff was there. That's the level of detail they went into for this show. The things that you would never, and you'll never hear about because they didn't talk about it for the filming, but that level of detail when they built the B-17s, because obviously they're destroying them. They're not going to destroy historical artifacts, but they're going to rebuild them for the set. The wiring, they could have just used any wiring and nobody would have been the wiser. They actually got the same type of wire that was in the actual B-17s to wire the planes that they built for the show. That's just incredible to me. The tiny minutia detail that they went into for film to make it as real and as authentic as possible. So I think it's very cool. Dr. Brock subscribed for 2 months in a row. Woo! Let's go. Prime. Thank you for the Prime, dude. That's huge. Thank you. I am honored you have used your Prime on me because I know you only get one, and you've used it on this guy. Brock, you are the MVP of the night, sir. You really are. Truly, truly. Thank you. Thank you. You are the man. Let's go, Broctopus. Oh, wait, sorry. Seriously, you are an absolute legend, sir. Absolute legend. Can I give the title to Duck's new emote? Oh, you know what? If the Duck allows it. Shameless plug. I think you should. I've been rambling. Done and done. Nice. If I wasn't rambling this whole time, I probably would have been done with this train already. Can I give the title to Duck's new emote? Sir, I don't think you understood what Brock's... damage is done now? I'm missing something. What am I missing? What don't I understand? I need context. Maybe I don't understand what I said. Well done. Confuse yourself. I like it. We all need to have a little self-confusion now and then, right? Keeps it interesting. And much like a duck in a tuxedo, keeps it classy. Oh, there's a duck. Speaking of ducks, and I know this is completely random, but my mind is on random mode right now. There's a duck that's kind of like its feathers are orange-ish, like orange brown, kind of. But its bill is blue. And I always want to call it an Egyptian duck, but I don't think that's right for some reason. But I think it's such a cool looking duck. And it's probably one of my favorite type of ducks. No offense, terrific. I do consistently. I do too. I'm a duck, but not a side duck. I don't want to hurt myself in confusion. Well played. Well played. I think that's right. Oh, this guy. Ta-da! I feel like I've missed so much on this train. I hope I didn't, because I'm so close to being done with it. But my mama never raised no quitter, so I'm gonna finish. Yeah, it's like a brownish orange and a light blue bill. Ruddy duck, maybe? Maybe. Alright, if I ever had to power wash anything, I'm gonna have to load up Epidemic Sound on my phone or something, because this is a good playlist to clean to. I've been vibing with it all night. Blue is actually one of the most interesting colors for animals because 99% of the time you see a blue animal, it's actually a structural effect of the animal's body that plays with the light. It isn't a pigment, except in like 1 to 2 cases, one being a butterfly. It's like, I never knew that. That's cool. Yeah, one issue though, at some point it can be heard, at others it can just be heard. At some points it can be heard, at others it can only just be heard. The music. Got it. Listen, I asked y'all before to tell me how the music level was, and nobody spoke up. So that's all on you. Okay? I mean, I'm vibing with the music. I'd like y'all to vibe with the music, but I'm not gonna know if it's too low or too loud unless y'all speak up. Okay. I think that's fair. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to eat my microphone. I did say something, but the audio levels seem to differ. I wonder why. Better? I can't rate to this, not even the lethal meta NTN. Well then. What the hell did I miss that it's not? If it's like a whole bunch of stuff, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. And it kind of is. Great. Ceiling events. Oh, it's probably in the other the other car. Yep, right there, that one. Okay. Sentry floors. Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a gnome. He was up on a seat, but I had to move him to clean the seat. Actually, I don't think I fully cleaned behind the seat. No, I did. Yeah, he was on that seat before. You know what? We can put him back. Make sure he's clean. Come here, David. I've called him David, or calling him David the Gnome. Why are you... Okay. Well, there you go. Lay awkwardly half on, half off the seat. Double seat cushions. Oh, see? Yeah. That, All right, you're going... Well, that works too. There we go. No, 6 of 8. Okay. And 7 and 8. I need one more. All right, I need to sleep. Have a good rest of the night. Vixen is still here. Night Duck, Night Cold Brew. Night, Dr. Brock. Dude, thank you again. Seriously, so much. That 200 dono. I'm still freaking in shock. Still in shock, sir. But thank you. Seriously. You are a legend. You are always welcome here anytime. Lurking, talking, whatever you feel. It is always a pleasure having you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. And enjoy your night. Enjoy your sleep. Or whatever you get into. And I need to find what else I need to clean on this damn train. Nothing's glowing at me. Okay, so it's not this car. Clearly. Oh, always with the gnome. Sheesh. F. No. F. All right. We're just gonna have to do that because you're in the way. There we go. Got the seat cushion. Doorway advertisement boards. Okay. That one. There we go. I gotta tell you, without the this thing actually like clicking and seeing what isn't done yet, I would be here for days. That one looked dirty too. There we go. Go. No. Two of them? One. Which other one is glowing? That one. There we go. Bench seat divider. Is that the only one? Nope. That one. There we go. Cab window. Oh, I feel like that's outside. Yep. One. Two. Got it. What's this? Double seat frames. Okay, got one. Did I only need one? Oh, I guess so. Emergency alarm casings. There's so many emergency alarms, Jesus. I don't see any others flashing. Good. Emergency pull tabs. Where the hell are the pull tabs? Oh, crap. Oh, those things. Go. Is that it? Ah, nice. Grab rail. I don't know what else just dinged, but something did. Okay, and this one. I have a feeling it's going to be... Maybe not. I don't see any flashing. This guy. There we go. Headlights. Apparently I missed a headlight. On which train, though? Well, I don't think it's these. If it's between here, I'm gonna be kind of annoyed. It said headlights, but I don't know where the headlights. But those are the headlights, right? I'm not tripping out. Headlights. Also means that thing. No, because it said 3 of 4. Those are clean. So are those. What freaking headlight? Was that it? I think that was it. Yeah, okay. Inner cab door window. Okay. Go. Inner double doors buttons. Oh, these things. I'll see you tomorrow, sir. I have to get to bed now. Terrific. You have a fantastic night, sir. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. You enjoy, Mr. Quackers. There we go. Okay. Inner double door grab rail. Wait, let me click it. Clicky. Oh, one over there. Hey, I got a wall as well. Nice. All right, we are almost done. Inner double door warning lights. Okay. Inner door windows. Vixen! Thank you for the crab rave. Woo! Damn it, David. Go over there. I think that was all the windows, right? Yes. Inner double doors. What doors are... Is it... Hold on. Inner double doors. Huh? Oh. There we go. Got it. All right. Inner vestibule door. Vestibule door. Let's do this one first. Oh, wow. Okay. Makes sense. No, no. There we go. Inner wall poster. Done. Inner wall. Okay. Any more inner wall? Nope, no, cool. Inner windows. Okay, I think that, no, inner windows. I see no glowing windows. This is a problem. Do y'all see any glowing windows? Because I sure as heck don't. How did I miss a whole door? Yeah, right? Not just one, two. Well, I didn't miss the actual door per se. I missed the side of the door. On each door. So, yeah. Outer double door windows. Okay. What is this one? Outer vestibule door window. It's going to be here. Outer windows. That one. Okay. Rear advertisement board. Huh? Up here, apparently. Okay. Rear wall. Well, which freaking wall is it? Hmm. Anyone see a wall glowing? Uh, IR confusion. Oh, wait, I can open that door? No, that door. Okay. All right, we're going to circle back to that one in a moment. Roof end caps. Hello. This is glowing. Okay, done that. Roof panels. Oh, well, at least it's the two next to each other. Done, done. Roof vent. Yeah, you. Okay. Safety chain attachments. I feel like that's this. There we go. Scrolling display. What? Where is there a scrolling display? Did I miss that? Oh, this. That one. That's not glowing over there. That's not glowing down there. That's not glowing down there. Okay. Vestibule entrance frame. If that was the rear wall, I'm gonna be kind of upset. That works. Okay. Standing seats. This guy. Bench seat cushion. Which one? That one. Okay. Bench seat dividers. Okay. Emergency alarm casing. Ha! Please keep your gnome off the seats. That's funny. I did not realize that's what that sign actually said. And when it came in, the gnome was in fact on the seat. That was pretty good. Oh, this guy. And that guy. Okay. Emergency exit pull tabs. I feel like this map is just trolling, or level is just trolling with us now, because I feel like I've done these grab rails. Okay. Oh, that guy. Go. Inner cab lock door. Go. Inner double door windows. Seriously, this it's just messing with us now. How many more? 2 more? Two more. All right. 1 and 2. Okay. Inner wall posters. Okay. Inner windows. Okay. 1 more. Okay. Outer double door windows. One more. Outer windows. Oh, standing seats. Okay. I don't think it's any of the ones in here. Next car. That guy. Job's done. Yay, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I did miss a lot. I don't know how. But hey, we did it. So look at that. Oh, this is the second car, obviously. So it's just waiting until I finish cleaning everything else before coming here. There we go. Ta-da! Look how shiny. That took us almost 4 hours. Not this one map, but just the 2. The trains and the ice cream shop. Because we are at 3 hours and 41 minutes. So almost 4 hours. It's a bit much. A bit much. But I think on that note, let me just switch over here. On that note, I think that's a good place to call it for the evening. Yeah. I had fun. I laughed. I cried. I really didn't either. One Punch is live. Nice. We'll raid One Punch. He's a good guy. If y'all are not following One Punch, fantastic individual. He is a Chief Warrant Officer 3, I believe, in the Army. Really cool dude. Really cool dude. Looks like he got the camera thing figured out. I mean, it only died once tonight. Last stream, funny enough, didn't die at all. So I have no idea. And welcome in, by the way, Nikki. If you spoke up before and I missed it, my apologies. But yeah, so camera hopefully fixed. I don't know. I didn't change anything. I didn't do anything. I don't know. I just don't know. I will say this though. I do close a lot more on my system now than I was before. Before I was just minimizing a bunch of stuff. Now I'm actually closing it down. Maybe that's helping. Fingers crossed. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid One Punch. What should our message be? I started lurking 30 years ago when I got home from work. Well, thank you for the lurk, sir. Appreciate you. How about we say a wild coffee is stirring in. I like it. Vixen, if you want to post that in the thingies. I can't speak. Chat. There you go. Post it in chat so everyone can copy. Please. While I get this raid done. Where is? One Punch. All right. Looks like he's playing a little Call of Duty action. Vixen, are you still awake? Hello? Or are you just typing? Either one. You know what? I'll type it. Why not? I'm the streamer. I should do some work. Let me say this. There you go. Oh, Vixen, I freaking love it. All right, that is the message we are going to raid Mr. One Punch with. I want to say thank you to everybody for coming in. Thank you to my mod team. Thank you to all the lurkers. Thank you to all the chatters. Dr. Brock, I know he went to bed already, but truly, thank you again for that donation. You are beyond generous, dude. Seriously. I was freaking typing, sir. Thank you, Vixen. Thank you. Seriously though, Dr. Brock, I'm at a loss for words. You are so beyond generous and kind. That is freaking huge, sir. Freaking huge. So thank you again. Yeah, we will reconvene. Same bat time, same bat channel on Tuesday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Come one, come all, come lurk, come chat, come hang out. All is appreciated. Yeah. So let me go ahead and do the raid. Get this set and going. We're gonna raid. There we go. Perfect. All right. Raiding with 8 viewers. All right, let's do this. So, as always, get caffeinated, stay caffeinated. I will see y'all next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday. Let's go. We're gonna raid. I'm gonna hop in for a few minutes into his chat, say hi, and then I'm gonna disconnect for the night and do my post-stream dealings. So, yeah, let's raid. Let's get this going, and I will see you guys Tuesday. Get caffeinated, stay caffeinated. Woo! Let's go. Let's raid. Let's raid. So we'll be playing
most of our shows in that area.
Let's raid.
Ginger Snipe, what's going on? Oh, excuse me. Cold Brew Ghost with another raid. Here we go. What's going on? Don't mind my Streamlabs bot. She sucks. approximately 39 minutes ago.
Why can I not type on here? Why is this not typing? Oh, because it blocked me.
Cryptid Fox, what's going on?
There we
Cold
go.
Brew, good to see you. Yeah, sorry for the bot. It's my fault. It's Chief's fault.
All right. If any of you are still lurking in
see
here,
you.
I will see you all